Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and gracing me with your presence. Thank you so much. Today I am going to do a recap on day 8 of my spiritual water fast journey. And I'm just going to tell you some of the things that I've been feeling, some of the things I've been experiencing. So, as usual, I do get up feeling a little bit weak in the morning, but I haven't been feeling as weak as I was in the beginning, towards the beginning of the fast. I actually feel very hydrated. I actually feel like I have a lot of energy at this point. And I do feel like I can contribute that a lot to the cucumber and the lemon. And I'll say that because when I started out doing the fast, like the first 3 days of the fast, I actually started off doing straight water. And so that was the introduction into the fast. Then after that, when it came the fourth day, then I incorporated like the coconut and the honey and the coconut, the honey, and the salt. And so after doing time with the coconut, honey, and the salt, I did good. I felt well. I do feel like the honey in the morning and the salt gave me a little boost of energy. But when I really started feeling hydrated and everything got going, and I started to introduce the cucumber and the lemon, that really set everything on fire. So I actually feel like I'm ready to go on. I'm not craving sugar. I'm not craving anything at this moment. At the moment, I'm telling you what I have been doing. Cooking recipes, cooking videos, food videos, telling you, oh my God, I've been indulging in all of those things, So it doesn't mean I don't think about eating. Those things do not go away, but you can try, or you can try to, try to put your attention on something else that's actually what you're supposed to do. But it seems like my feed has been just running down with a lot of food and a lot of recipes and things like that, especially if I click on them. Then my algorithm is changing, and I'm starting to see a lot of, oh my God, cookies and all these things. And so what I do sometimes is, if I see a good one, I'll just take the link and I post it like in my files somewhere. And so that I can remember, the recipe, and I'll go back and try it later. I actually got a bread machine in a couple of days ago, because I wanted to start making my own bread. Because when I bought bread, because my son especially, he loves toast, he loves bread. But if you look at the bread these days, they have so many ingredients inside the label, and it's like, why? And so I went to go shop at a African heritage store, grocery store, and they had bread there, and the bread only had 5 ingredients. It had flour, water, butter, the baking soda, and milk. I think it was in there. And that's all it needed. So I bought the bread, even though it was like $6. I bought the bread because it had less ingredients. But when I brought it home, within just like four days, the the bread was starting to get like 4 or 5 days. It started to get ready to mold. And I was like, oh my God, because he wasn't eating bread that fast, right? And so I saw it as a good thing. And I was like, real food spoils. And just think about all the preservatives that they put in these foods that have its shelf life. It's like 3 months and 3 weeks. And, I've seen bread last, longer than just, 4 days, but when you think about all the preservatives and what it takes to keep that food that long, then we put it in our bodies. No wonder cancer is through the roof. Okay? My feet. Okay, so no wonder cancer is through the roof, because our bodies aren't able to digest those type of ingredients. And so I'm switching up. I'm changing. I made my first loaf of bread. And so I'm so proud of it. While I was making it, I was like, well, how come the ingredients don't have eggs? And so I decided to look it up. And when I looked up, putting eggs inside the bread, it said that, it'll make it more richer and more softer. And I said, that's what I want. I want my bread to be richer and I want it to be softer. And so I'm going to put one egg in there. So I put 1 egg in the mix. And when the bread was done, I broke it open. And so I had my daughter try it. But when I looked at it, the loaf came out beautiful. And the bread machine did an amazing job. And so I'm loving it. It was my first time using it, but I'm excited to use it again. But when I broke the bread open, I realized that I didn't make regular bread. I made a bagel. I made a huge bagel because it looked like bagel bread. And she told me, it tasted like bagel bread. So from the inside, it looked like bagel bread. So I told her to slap some cream cheese on it. And she was like, yeah, it tastes like a bagel. So my first loaf of bread was a bagel. So this time, I got to make bread. So now I got to do it again and do it without the egg and do it the right way. So I'm always testing and trying something out. But that was fun. But yeah, I got off subject. Back onto the fast, because I started looking at a lot of videos and looking at stuff and doing things and stuff like that. So actually on a fast, you would actually be tempted, to cook a lot of different and unique things because you're thinking about this daggone food, right? But so anywho, that I'm just saying those things could happen to you. That's happened to me. I'm not saying it's gonna happen to everybody, but that happened to me. This happens actually every time I get on a fast. I want to bake things. I want to make things and sit there and watch people eat them. I think I get satisfaction out of it. And it's just like, that looks good. So, yeah. Now, I'm actually on day 7. No, this is day 8. I'm talking about day 8. Okay, sorry if I said day 7. I already did that one. Day 8. So this is a recap of day 8. And so I actually felt good yesterday. Yesterday was I did a lot of things. Oh, let me talk about, I was up at like 3-4 in the morning time. So my energy is so good right about now. I've been rising early. I haven't spoke about that, but I have been doing it. I've been waking up like 3-4 in the morning time. And so I just get busy and just start doing things or whatever. But my energy has been good like that. as far as my mind and mental clarity, it's getting there. It's getting a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And so my ideas and things that I be thinking about have been getting a lot more creative and a lot more potent, like they're coming in, right? Um so yes, those are the things that I'm experiencing as of right now in the moment. But the early getting up, the energy flowing back to me, yes, all those things have been happening since I've been doing my oh, since I've been doing, my cucumber and my I'm gonna tell you, I didn't do yesterday coconut because I didn't want to. Coconut nasty. But since I'm thinking about it now, I'll do a coconut today since I skipped it. I did not like that coconut. But I have been saving up, talking about ideas. I've been saving up all the coconuts that I had been using. They are drying out right now because I'm going to try to make a coconut butter, like for lotion and things. Yeah, I have some coconut. I have some cocoa butter, and I'm gonna take my coconut shavings and I'm gonna put them in my blender and blend them down and try to let the oil separate. I've been watching the video. I've been watching the coconut video, and I'm gonna try to attempt to make a lotion, a whipped butter. So that'll be fun. So right now I'm waiting for the coconuts to dry out, and then I'm going to bust them out the rest of their shell. Okay. So as far as day 8, I feel good. I feel that the hydration thing was a beautiful idea to do with when you add the lemon and the cucumbers. Very great idea. I'm not trying to say like it's like fulfilling, but in a way it kind of is because we're bringing life back to the water. Oh my God, my stomach just growled. Okay. So if you hear that, if it comes out, take my stomach growl. So much for fulfilling, right? So yes. But it's working out. So thanks for stopping by, and tune in to day 9, and I will be filming that in real time on a real day, and I'll be done with that recap. Okay, thanks.